In my next life, I want to be the guy who sells gym memberships for the month of January. It's a new year and everybody wants to lose weight and get healthy. So what are we doing? High protein, low protein, no carbs, all cardio, all weights, or just smoking lots of cigarettes? I'm going to ask my two guests about how to lose weight tomorrow. Just kidding. Here to break it all down for us is Laura Cipullo, registered dietitian and author of the upcoming book, The Diabetes Comfort Food Diet, or What to Eat While Attending Comic-Con, and Kristen James, fitness expert and founder of the appropriately named Kristen James Fitness. Not to be confused with Krispy Kreme Fitness, which is what Elvis tried. Thank you both very much for joining us, because me talking about health and nutrition is like tax tips from Wesley Snipes. So I'm thrilled to get a couple of experts here. Laura, I'd like to start with you. There's a new study that came out this week that said fructose could be actually driving people, like an addictive drug, to overeat. Is this correct?
Just so you know, first of all, the study was done on animals, not on humans. So, you know, it doesn't mean that that's what happens in humans.
Right.
I don't doubt, though, that sugar does affect our brain, that it does increase our appetite. I think the bigger picture is that how much sugar you eat in one sitting. Americans are eating way too much food in one meal, and that's what they really need to focus on, is how much they're eating and how much sugar at what time. That's where you see the damage.
Do you guys think that we as a culture are not talking enough about high fructose corn syrup and what it means to our bodies, since that's replaced sugar as a sweetener in so many of our foods?
I think you just need to focus on eating more wholesome food. America needs to eat, you know, more fresh food, go to the farmer's market. You find high fructose corn syrup in packaged goods. So if you're shopping in a regular food store, you're definitely eating high fructose corn syrup. And we do want to stay away just because those foods don't fill us.
Right.
Right. Packaged foods should really be limited.
Yeah, try to eat less things that come in a box.
Right. I've always said if it doesn't fly out of the sky, swim out of the ocean, or grow out of the ground, you shouldn't eat it.
And vegans would go farther than that.
Right.
Now, there's another study that showed moderately overweight folks live longer than average weighted people. Does that mean I can start having donuts for lunch?
Definitely not.
No. Okay. But why would that possibly be? Any speculation as to why moderately overweight people might have a better shot at lasting longer?
I think we need to remember that muscle weighs more than fat. So you can have a really healthy person that's actually considered overweight, but they're really just fit.
That's a good answer.
They're a football player. They're an athlete. Those people will categorize as mildly or moderately overweight, even obese. So it doesn't mean that you're unhealthy if you're moderately overweight.
Well, you know, when you hear an expression like comfort food, I mean, I think that so much of losing weight is it's not so much about finding the right diet, it's changing habits. Isn't that right? Isn't it just like getting away from the food that gives you the emotional rush you need?
Right. It's like the fast, you know, the fatty diets that are out there now. It really should be about a lifestyle change and not about going for what's going to give you a good fix or make you, you know, thinner or leaner in the new year, because everybody falls off that eventually.
So how do we do a lifestyle change, Kristen?
And so small steps. You know, everybody comes out of the gate January 1, go hard or go home theory. And I think really we should go with smaller and more comfortable steps so you see goals reached every single week. Not only every, you know, month, but every single week. And people have got to put their goals down on a calendar. I actually put a goal. I already have 4 goals for December 31st, 2013. And I've backed into it every month. And I have a goal at the top of every month of how I'm going to get there.
That's because so clearly you've let yourself go, so I'm glad. Yes. Well, so let me ask, if someone just joins a gym for the first time, and by the way, y'all should join a gym in late January when they're empty, what do you think people should do if they don't want to take classes? How would you advise someone getting back into getting fit to begin that? Weights or aerobic?
There are so many ways, but actually I really believe that it should be half weights and half cardio. A lot of people think I'm going to do the cardio first, lose the weight, and then I'll hit the weights, when really the reverse is true. And you'd lose more body fat if you had more muscle on your body. So they should be doing it in conjunction with each other. So classes that combine both cardio and strength are really the ones that they should be taking.
What if I'm lazy and want to do it all by detoxes and cleanses?
Oh. Well, just John,
wherever working out.
If we can go back and touch on, I think also people need to realize that they don't have to join a gym. You know, I have a lot of clients that are fearful of exercise, and it's more important for them to just to know they can get out and do 5 minutes of walking or dancing, anything that counts as movement. That's a good start. So if they don't feel comfortable going into the gym, don't worry about it. Just get out there.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I just made some downloads on my website that you could do in your own home.
That's brilliant.
Download it right on your iPad, do it in your own living room. So easy, 30 minutes.
Apps are going to put gyms out of business. And we were talking during the break briefly about how studies have shown that New Yorkers are in better shape than upstate New Yorkers,
right,
even though we're all inhaling carbon monoxide and doing heroin. And I think it's because we walk every place, right?
Absolutely true.
Well, so what about the diets then? I mean, there's so many now. There's paleo diet, volumetrics, and of course Weight Watchers. Is there a way for people to determine what they should be doing?
I mean, I don't believe in any kind of diet. I really don't. I really believe in lifestyle changes and something you can live with, because people put these restrictions on themselves. I mean, the Atkins diet was famous for pulling out carbohydrates. Now the paleo diet's very in. Why not learn how to really eat right? Because there are going to be times when you have to, you know, you'll be at a wedding and you want a slice of wedding cake, or your kids are going to be out at the ballpark and everyone's having a hot dog. How do you, put in those kind of foods into your diet and still live a healthy lifestyle? You're saying you can't have certain foods? I don't think that that's right.
Well, you can't have them that much. I mean, as someone, I lost
Right.
40 pounds once. And so, I mean, it really, you can still eat the things you like, but it's really, I still think about changing
Moderation.
habits more than a diet.
It's moderation. It's making changes in your habits. It's, it's definitely making a small change. But people have to realize, in moderation, about 75% of the time, you need to be eating, in a very smart, heart-healthy way. You can have foods that are pleasurable, and you can have foods with sugar in them. It's just about how much you have for every American. So if you just get out there and do, again, your 5 minutes, or you walk from your car further, you park it in the parking lot at a distance, that's health. That's how you get there. Those are the little things.
Wheat-free, you guys have an opinion on wheat-free diets?
I love wheat.
So everyone loves wheat, that's the problem. Well, Laura, Christine, thank you both so very much, and happy eating. Really appreciate it. I feel smarter already. And